Blood Moon. The terrifying encounter of El Chupacabra, Jane and Carlos. The sun had set on the small town of Nuevo Leon, Mexico. A quiet calm had settled in the streets, and the only sounds were the distant chirping of crickets and the occasional barking of dogs. Despite the peacefulness, the people of the town knew that something was not right. Strange disappearances had been occurring, and rumors of a creature dubbed El Chupacabra had been circulating for weeks. Carlos, a local farmer, knew all too well about the creature. His livestock had been found drained of blood, and he had seen the creature himself one night while out tending to his crops. Its red, glowing eyes had haunted him ever since. Jane, a travel journalist visiting the area for a story, had heard the rumors about El Chupacabra and decided to investigate. She met with Carlos to discuss the creature and see if he would be willing to share his experiences. As they sat in Carlos' farmhouse, a chill descended upon the room. Carlos nervously fiddled with his hands as he recounted his encounter with the creature. "I was out in my field one night, checking on my crops," he began. "That's when I saw it. Its eyes were like fire, and its fur was dark and matted. And then it jumped at me, ready to attack." Jane listened intently, trying to hide her growing unease. Suddenly, they heard a strange noise outside the house. It sounded like something scratching at the door. Carlos slowly got up and peeked out the window. "It's here," he whispered, his voice shaking. "El Chupacabra." Jane's heart raced as they huddled in the corner of the room, waiting for the creature to strike. But it never did. Finally, they heard a noise from outside. Carlos cautiously crept over to the window and looked outside. El Chupacabra was gone. The two of them breathed a sigh of relief but knew that the creature could return at any time. Days went by, and the town remained on edge. People were afraid to go outside at night, and the disappearances continued. Jane spent her time interviewing locals, trying to find out more about El Chupacabra. As she was leaving a local bar, she heard a scream. She ran in the direction of the noise and found herself face to face with the creature. Its eyes glowed red in the darkness, and its fur was ragged and matted. Jane backed away slowly, but the creature advanced on her, drawing blood with its razor-sharp claws. She managed to escape, but the wounds were deep, and infection began to set in. The local doctor treated her as best they could, but it was too late. El Chupacabra had already infected her with a deadly disease. The creature continued to terrorize the town, claiming more victims with each passing night. Carlos and Jane were among the many who fell prey to the monster's insatiable hunger. As the sun rose on the town, the people felt a sense of relief that the creature was finally gone. But the horrors that they had experienced would stay with them forever. They would never forget the feeling of being hunted and the terror that they felt in the deep, dark night. El Chupacabra would remain a legend in Nuevo Leon, a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. But for Carlos and Jane, it was all too real, and their fates sealed by the creature's deadly embrace.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.